Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite. And okay, it is time. It's time to take several of my schematics to level 3. Not only finally taking my Nocturno to level 3, but I'm also going to be working on some survivors and my squads. I'm also going to talk a little bit about a different technique for squads, but we're gonna do this first. So what I'm gonna do too is I've decided to go ahead and but I'm going to retire and recycle some of my schematics. Actually, some legendary schematics. If you notice here from previous videos, I used to have a lot more epic schematics. I got rid of them. I got rid of a mass amount of epics because I just wasn't using them. And right now, the only ones I'm going to get rid of right now are going to be these two triple taps. The triple tap isn't really that great for me, so I've decided not to use it. And a lot of these other ones that you see that are at 20 and under, I'm going to end up just putting them in my collection book. The reason for this is because, and this is something really important to understand about this game. Let's go ahead and confirm the recycles on these two triple taps. It's really important to understand that when you get an item, you could have exactly, and too bad I didn't do it before, but you could have exactly the same item. Check it out, Room Sweeper, right? This one, I've leveled up a little bit more than this one. But if you notice, they're going to slightly change, or sometimes a lot change, what their attributes are, their bonuses. Well, yeah, their bonuses are attributes. So this one has afflicted damage to afflict targets, damage fire rate, and changes to fire. This one does not change to any attribute. That's why sometimes you'll see someone like walking around and it looks like their weapon is on fire, like a sword or a bat, or the tip of their gun. And sometimes it looks like there's like ice coming off of it, or sometimes it looks like, what's the other one? The nature one? I forget what the nature one is. But that's what it is. That's why it looks like they have that. And those weapons do have a much higher damage against certain targets. For example, I have this Founder's Exterminator, which I've already maxed up and I'm thinking of taking to level 3, but I might not. I really wanted a very good sniper, and this one is one of the better ones I have. And I got the legendary version, which is the Deathwing, but it doesn't have as much. It doesn't have what makes this one very special is that it has fire and it has an increased 60% magazine size. So you're gonna be coming like this one, this Founder's Drum Roll. Look at that. It has water damage, which actually I just realized, and I definitely could be focusing on that one a little bit. Don't I have another one? But yeah, so there's a bunch of different weapons like that. There's someone who I play with who has the Forcefield Slugger, and theirs has I think it's water damage, and it's an amazing weapon. Unfortunately, the one that I pulled did not get an attribute, so it's kind of like, you know, you kind of have to decide what you want to focus, because when you do decide to focus on a weapon, and this is something that we've discovered by playing this game a lot, with weapons, when you do decide to focus on a weapon, you kind of only use a couple of different weapons. Now, traps are different. Traps are very different because you are going to pretty much use every single trap you ever get, which is why whenever we get a legendary trap, it's like, it's the greatest thing in the world. So yeah, so that's just something to look at, you know, when you're looking at your weapons and everything. Just because you pull a legendary weapon doesn't automatically make it A, the best weapon you can have, and B, it doesn't mean that if you pull another one, it might not be better. And this goes for traps as well. Traps also have different bonuses or passive skills or whatever you want to call them. So it's really important to see when you get something if it is something that you want to continue working on. Now, my Nocturno is amazing. Even though it only has a 30% magazine size and it doesn't have the increased magazine size, it is an energy. So an energy weapon effects here says changes damage type to energy, effective against all, effective against all elements. So that's like the best, okay? If you find yourself an energy weapon, it is definitely going to, and it's got a 10% weapon damage. If you find yourself an energy weapon, it is definitely going to be the ones that you want to focus on more. So we're finally going to end up taking my, and I'll also show you guys something in a second. But there we go, confirm revolution. So now, and also like I said before, remember, before you take a weapon to the next level, make sure that you're at a level and you are constantly getting the materials for those. For example, malachite ore and the sturdy mechanical parts are both level 3 weapons, or sorry, level 3 materials, and you can only find them in 34 40 level quests, and once you're at a certain point in Plankerton quests. So good to remember. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this guy up to 25 because why not? Whew, beautiful. Okay, so he's at 25 now. Oh my goodness. I want to take him all the way to 30, but I don't have enough to do that. So I'm going to leave it there. And you know what? I actually kind of do want to take my Masamune because I use it so much. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough to take it all the way. We're going to do that after. What I'm going to save up my other 20,000 is I'm going to start looking at who I want to focus on here. For me personally, I want to have one really great melee weapon. I'm a ninja. I main ninja, so I really want the Masamune. I want one very powerful or very good blunt object. I really wanted the Forceful Slugger to be it, but I may have to wait and see if I get another one. I want a really great sniper, and I want a really good shotgun. This room sweeper is not bad. It is going to change to fire. If it was nature, I wouldn't even hesitate. But again, it is, it is one of those things where you have to see where you're going to go, So energy damage. Now, it's something important to understand, and this is something that I kind of wish that I would have focused on more during the vendor tech missions, because the vendor tech weapons, if you look at the vendor tech weapons in the bottom here, it says deals energy damage, which is fairly effective against all elemental enemy types. All of the vendor tech weapons were energy. So example, like the vendor tech slicer, you might wonder, oh, why don't these have energy? Or if you have a vendor tech item, you'll notice that they never have anything up here that it says. The vendor tech items all are energy. So it makes it so much different. Is this one energy? Yeah, energy damage. So every single vendor tech item is going to be, if you play during that quest and you did take a lot of them, not energy, nature. Oh, nature as nature. No, it's energy. Yeah. Energy. Yeah. Weapon damage. When it changes to energy, it's effective against everything. Right? Yeah. Energy. Yeah. Nature is a different one. Oh, yeah. Energy weapons are effective against all items. So, yeah. So, when you have one like here, it says energy damage, which is fairly effective against all types of elements. So the energy items are the ones that are very, very rare. And again, I don't know if anyone else, bought the ultimate package and also got a Nocturno, but the fact that my Nocturno is energy has made it's completely changed my game. So yeah, so it's been really great. So there are different, like there is fire, water, and nature. Is there another one after that? Fire, water, and nature. I think those are the only three that we have. And then the energy weapons, because energy weapons are the best. So because of that, if you got any vendor tech items, if you got, the vendor tech slicer, the vendor tech, you know what? Actually, we can go check them out really quick. So if you did play during the vendor tech, which was really awesome, if you got any of these weapons, the ranged weapons or the melee weapons, I wish I would have gotten this hammer, man, the slammer. Then you did really good. Oh man, I could have gotten the sniper too. Oh, look at this shotgun too. It's so beautiful. So I really wish that I would have played more, but of course there are going to be different missions that are going to be coming in the future, so it is really good to take a look at those. So what I'm going to do now is I need to go through here and I need to decide what I want to keep. This vendor tech slicer would be really great to level up, but again, I already have my Masamune, so I'm not really going to focus on that one. I don't think I have. I don't think I own any other vendor tech weapons, if I remember correctly. Of course, legendary ones. And that's the other question too. I know that a lot of times, if you guys have been watching me, I focus just on the legendary items, and sometimes that's not the best thing to do, because I do have a shredder. And shredders are absolutely amazing, and you may actually see in future videos I probably will level up the shredder. The only thing that could be better is if I were to get a different shredder. Let's say if I got, imagine if I got an energy legendary shredder, it would be amazing. But I think I really do want to, focus. Let me check this guy real quick. No, I do think I really want to focus on the shredder, because the shredder is an absolutely amazing weapon. So I might focus on this one. And even if you get a weapon that is, if it's an epic weapon, don't completely discount it, because we do just focus on the legendary, thinking, oh, the legendary weapons are the best there is. But that's not the case. A lot of times you may pick up a what's it called? Oh, there's water nature. You may pick up an epic weapon, which is going to blow away some of these legendaries, just because they have different skills or different passive skills or attributes. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, because this is for schematics. I just want to kind of explain, because I know someone was asking me in a couple of other videos. Some people started asking, hey, is this weapon good? Is this weapon good? Is this weapon good? And it's really hard to say which is the best weapon unless you see them. Now, there are some individual weapons, for example, the tiny instrument of death or the ray gun. Those two weapons, I will tell you this right now. The tiny instrument of death and the ray gun are two of the most amazing weapons, because there are certain little weapons, they're like the legendary, before, when the game first started. Oh, I still have notifications on. When we first started, thank you very much for the follow. When we first started with the when this game first started, there were certain weapons that got put into the game that were just completely incredible. I mean, like, off the page amazing. And there are certain weapons like that even if you get them, no matter what they are, no matter what attributes they have, they're still going to have an incredible power level, and they're going to really advance your game, like my Nocturno. And actually, if you do have a Nocturno, if you bought the ultimate package and you got a Nocturno, let me know what yours has. I really would be interested. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. I'm going to go in game now, and I'm going to enjoy my Nocturno. And I need to take a little time here to decide if I'm going to go for the Founder's Drum Roll, if I'm going to, level up this Room Sweeper, if I'm going to level up the Shredder. I kind of think it's going to be the Shredder, because at the level where I am, I need to have them at level 20/20 for them to really do damage. So, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.